What's up, guys? Cody Cornett here with my review of WWE Bad Blood from Atlanta, Georgia. First initial thoughts right off the bat. I don't like that we were at a 6 o'clock start time here on the east side. Kind of sucked, but I understand why. TKO didn't want competitive audiences going for both of their products. So we had a 6 to 9 pay-per-view for Bad Blood, and we had UFC 307 right after. So it is what it is. It's whatever, but I will have a lot of different opinions and different thoughts on all the matches going forward. Starting with, and I'm not okay with this, Punk versus Drew McIntyre. I don't care what happened in the main event, the actual main event. This was supposed to be the main event. If this was pre-Bloodline era, this is main event all day, every day, because of the drama, the story that has been told. This is 9 fucking months of build. And it's the opening match, and it's the finale of the rivalry. I'm going to say this. This match was tremendous. 5 stars across the board. You had blood, you had sweat, you had tears, you had emotion, you had drama, you had physicality. It was a brutal dog-eat-dog fight, and I loved every second of it. We had almost an incident of a stabbing with CM Punk almost stabbing Drew McIntyre with the goddamn table legs. Not a real big fan of that, but we didn't have it happen, thank God. Punk busted open hard way. Drew busted open hard way with the goddamn toolbox. The ref trying to wipe the blood away. I get it's for the safety of the competitors, but just let it go at this point, my dude. The ref trying to do that was such a huge distraction. It was upsetting. It really was that upsetting. God, it was just, so much drama. I really thought there was holes on the sides of the cages, and I really thought that we were going to have someone go onto the top of the roof and have at it. And I was just like, it's odd, but I can't fathom anybody going off the top of the Hell in the Cell. I really can't. At least now at this point. But these guys really, really put something beautiful together. These guys made this match mean more in a huge way. They brought it back to its original, like, Shawn Taker, Mankind Taker glory. It was that bad. Or not that, like, bad, but it was that violent. And it was that good. Right person won. Both guys are probably going to be off until the Rumble, which they should be because they've exhausted all other opportunities at this point. So we're good. We're good at this point. Yeah, so right person won again. 5-star match. Wholeheartedly agree with everyone involved in this. And I'm going to point this out right now. To the AEW marks who try to say that, this is just a copy match of Swerve and Hangman. No, Swerve and Hangman did everything and anything to try to make this rivalry mean something. Punk and Drew did this with a bracelet. With a bracelet and an injury. That's it. That's all they needed to keep this rivalry going. So, I don't care what people say. This match, Punk and Drew, was built better, done better, and told better than Swerve and Hangman. Period. Next match. I do believe the next match is Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. You had some great moments in this match. You had some bad moments in this match. It was an average Nia Jax match, and it was a bad Bayley match. The finish, chef's kiss. That was perfect. I do believe this was also the first woman ref bump that we've had in WWE history. If I'm not, I'm always allowed to be corrected. I have no issue with being corrected. So please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or not. But it was an okay match. I honestly, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but the finish really saved the match because Nia just sits right up like the Undertaker, which I thought was phenomenal. And oh god, it was good. It was really good. It was really done well. I was really surprised at the finish, and it is what it is at this point. Nia Jax is going to be going in to Crown Jewel as the WWE Women's Championship against, well, we'll get to that later, but it's going to be her and the winner of the Rhea Liv match. Third match, Finn versus Damian. Nia and Bailey. I'll give that an average match, so it's 2.5 out of 5. Honestly, it wasn't a bad match, but at the same point in time, it wasn't a good match. It had some really bad rough spots, but they did recover a little bit. But those rough spots were really hard to get over. But yeah, 2 out of 5. Honestly, it was a great standing match for at least them, at least for Nia. I'll say that it was a great match for Nia. Match number 3, Finn versus Damian. I couldn't care less about this match. I thought this match was unneeded. We could have done something else. We could have had that tag ladder match here in Bad Blood, and I'd be okay with it. Replace that with a Finn Balor, or replace the Finn Balor Damian with the triple threat ladder tag. It is what it is. Damian was shown to be strong in this match. Finn has been the punching bag of everyone's jokes at this point. Has always been the guy that's always lose. It's hard to get behind Finn Balor when he always fucking loses. But Damian Priest was shown to be strong in this match. He did what he could with who he was given with. I don't think him and Finn should be opponents any longer. I think this should be done with. Yeah, it was just, it was hard. It was hard to watch. Definitely hard to watch. At least for me. Because I'm still trying, at this point, I'm still trying to get over Punk Drew. Still trying to get over that. I can't fathom even trying to follow that fucking match, even the next 3 matches to follow that. So, before we go into Rhea and Liv with Dominic in a shark cage, Triple H comes out. And he comes out and says, we are going to have a new yearly tradition in Saudi Arabia at the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. And it's going to be for this, and reveals it, and it's the Crown Jewel title. I'm not going to lie. That belt looks sick. That belt looks very well done, well put together. A lot of people are saying that it's a copy or a ripoff of another belt, and I think that that's so far from the truth, it's not even funny. It's just, it looks good. It looks like a good belt. So the deal with that belt is that the winner for the belt will be determined between both the WWE and World Heavyweight Champion of both sexes, the women's and the men's. And I'm okay with that. This is what Survivor Series was supposed to be, like late 20-teens, early 2020s. It didn't quite feel that way, which is fine. And then now we're going to have this. So hopefully Crown Jewel becomes like the successor to both Bragging Rights and Survivor Series of the late 20-teens and 2020. I can't wait. I think it's going to be great matches put on by both sets of champions. And I can't wait to see how it goes from there. But then we move on to Rhea Liv, and Dominic in a shark cage. And I felt like the fact that they said he's going to be in a shark cage is going to play into the finish, which it did to a point. Now, as soon as they put him in the shark cage, I noticed that there was like an anchor or a anklet or a strap in the cage, and I'm like, how the hell? What's this for? Is it to keep him in the cage so that he doesn't move out or whatever? No, I was wrong. It wasn't to keep him in the cage. It was to keep him dangling from the cage. I don't get it. I don't even get why that was a thing. If he isn't scared of heights, good acting. If he is scared of heights, I am so sorry you had to go through that, Dom. But now Raquel Rodriguez is back. I'm okay with everything that went on, except for the moment where Rhea Ripley looks right into the ref's eyes, and we see it on the ref camera, which I think that is the dumbest fucking innovation that we have so far in the wrestling business. We don't need ref cams. It's dumb. But she talked to the ref and she said, I got some unfinished business to take care of. Give me 1 minute. And he's like, yeah, you deserve that. And I'm like, the ref has no decision making whatsoever whether or not that this should be part of the match. And it shouldn't be. It should not be. Period. The fact that this even happened, like, so far out of the realm of kayfabe, even for wrestling, just so dumb. And the finish was so fucked up because the ref is watching everything go on. Raquel Rodriguez was supposed to help Liv pin Rhea Ripley. That didn't fucking happen. So the ref is just trying to be oblivious to everything. Can't fucking do that. So he calls for the DQ, and Rodriguez still goes for the finish. Oh my god! Like how the fuck? How the fuck? How in the fuck? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my god! Oh god, that is so bad, so freaking bad. But it's whatever. Hopefully the Liv Rhea saga is over with and we can continue on to bigger and better things moving forward into Clash of Champions. Or Clash of Champions. Well, same thing. That crown jewel. And then the main event. Roman, Cody, Solo, Jacob. We waited 20 minutes through entrances to have a match. To have a tag match, a standard tag match. And the crowd was hot for it. It was a standard tag match, and the crowd was hot because it was who was involved. People complain about AEW not making stars. And it's true, they don't make stars because you could stand in the ring on Saturday as Roman, Cody, Jacob, or Solo and just get a reaction without doing any moves. There were no super big moves unless you're Jacob Fatu, and he even pulled like maybe only 3 or 4. Everything was standard, everything was basic, everything was just minimalized because you already got the people's money. Once you got the people's money, that was Hogan logic. And they did it perfectly to a T. There was no hiccups in that match. It was a standard tag team match. It was a basic tag team match. It still gets 4 stars out of me just on crowd reaction alone because the crowd was so there for that match. Cody Roman win with a surprise help from Jimmy Uso, who's been gone since WrestleMania. And now we have Jimmy back. We have Roman back. We have Jey Uso as Intercontinental Champion. And we have Cody Rhodes getting saved by 2 members of the original Bloodline. And then as soon as Cody raises his title, guess whose fucking music pops up? The Rock's, the final boss, the guy who thinks that he's always relevant. Well, you're not, big guy. Sorry. Hate to break it to you. Your bald-headed ass is never going to be relevant again unless you staple yourself to someone else's career, like Roman's or Jimmy's or Cody's for that matter. Fuck you. But again, he's a huge star. He may not be relevant, but he's still a huge name. And all he had to do was 1, 2, 3, and then this. No speaking, no nothing. He came out, he left less than 3 minutes, and the crowd went bananas. They went bananas. You know what I mean? So it's like, wow. Good Lord. So again, can't wait to see what The Rock's going to do. Can't wait to see what Cody's going to do. Can't wait to see what Roman and Jimmy are going to do. Can't wait to see what goes on, because I feel like War Games has been unpredictable, to say the least. We're getting a Bloodline War Games. I just don't know how the fuck we're doing it. And it's going to be annoying for the next month. We got what, 6 weeks until, no, it's the 8th. We have 7 weeks until Survivor Series. So I can't wait for that to just be confangled and treated like WrestleMania 40. Oh my God. Whew. Sorry, hate to go on that rant, but still. But it was easily a 4.5 star match. Even though it was basic tag team wrestling, they were eating it out of the palm of their hands. The reactions alone got them to 4, 3.5. You know, shit. They did their job. That's their job, is to get everybody excited and involved and wanting to go. I still think Hell in the Cell should have been the main event, but that's neither here nor there. Rock's back. Bloodline storyline is going on till Mania, if not past. Good Lord. We're in for a ride, boys. But average grade out of 5, I'd say this pay-per-view was a 3, 3.5. It was a great pay-per-view. It didn't feel like it was going on too long. I love the 5-match pay-per-view card style. Once we get to like Survivor Series, it's probably going to be a little bit longer. Probably going to have 6 or 7 matches. Rumble's going to be a big one. WrestleMania is going to be 2 nights. SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights starting next year. It is what it is. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys to just let me rant. If you guys want me to do other reviews or predictions or anything else, I'm going to do it anyways. But if you have something in mind, please let me know. And I love you guys. Love you all. Be safe. Be good. Be humble. Be happy. That's all I can say. I love you guys. See you next time.